This lab will explain how to invoice customers for time and mileage. For this lab, open the working file called landworks_time_mileage_lab. So we'll start by creating an invoice. And we'll choose the customer job, and let's choose Conway Salisa install 2 fountains. And depending on the preference you set for billable time, you may or may not see this alert message. But we set the preference that we want it to be alerted, so we do see this message. We can choose this option if we want to select which time and costs to add to the invoice, or select this one if we don't want to add them now. We could always add them later by clicking the Add Time Cost button, which is up here on top of the invoice. So let's do it this way, and click OK. So here on the Time tab, click in the check mark column for each time that we want to include on this invoice. And this button, the Options button, is where you can choose how you want the time costs to appear on the invoice. But we'll just click Cancel. And let's click the Expenses tab. I just wanted to point something out to you here, that we won't be passing this expense along to the customer, but I wanted to point out this option. Selected expenses are taxable. So if some of the expenses that you are passing along to the customer are taxable and others are not, you'll need to select the taxable ones together and add them to the invoice, and then go back to this tab and add the non-taxable ones. Okay, we're ready to add the mileage, so click the Mileage tab. Select the mileage item, and let's select this item. Print selected time and costs as one invoice item. And what this does is combine all the time and costs to show the total amount, and the customer won't see the breakdown of all the costs and won't see any markup amounts. QuickBooks shows the total costs and labels the description as total reimbursable expenses. Let's click OK. So you can see if we scroll down here, this is all the customer would see. Okay, that's it. Click Save and Close. So this lab is done.